Hi, I'm Mike Steiner, and this is the inaugural broadcast of CCN, the Cowley College News.
And I'm Hannah Abu Faisal. CCN is the student-run newscast where the most relatable stories are told on and around campus.
Hi, Abu.
Hi, Mike.
Last week, October 5th, marked the 45th Annual Art in the Park celebration. Reporter Hannah Roderick was there for the event.
That's right, 45 years of Art in the Park. Visual and Performing Arts Chair Mark Flickinger has participated in Winfield Art in the Park, not from its early beginnings, but during his college years in 1984. Here's Mark Flickinger on why Cowley students should come.
Well, first of all, the art club students have to be. They should come to support their fellow students and see what's going on. Plus, it's a lot of fun. There's actually a lot of good food there. There's a lot of good art there to see. You know what? People need to be connected to the community, and that's one really great way to do it. And it's also a great way for artists to find out what the public thinks of what they do. Because oftentimes when we're showing work or when we're making it, we don't know how it's going to be accepted or taken in. And when we get to see somebody look at our art for the first time, who's not a student and not a teacher, you get a really good idea of what it is we're doing.
Art in the Park was a huge success, with the art club selling caricatures, signs, and artwork, and taking home a profit of about $250. After a brief thunderstorm, art students enjoyed fall weather while performing various duties as volunteers. The art club simultaneously enjoyed sharing their work with the public and becoming inspired by the work of others. What's your favorite thing to do at the park?
There's nothing better than a picnic.
Speaking of picnics, the fall play, Picnic, opened Thursday, October 3rd in the Robert Brown Theater. Emma Spear has a story.
Cowley College Visual and Performing Arts hosted Picnic the 3rd through the 5th of October in the Robert Brown Theater. On a sweltering Labor Day morning in a small town in Kansas, there was a woman on the wrong side of the tracks, preparing for an annual picnic. Flo Evans, performed by Gabrielle Monosmith, is hopeful that her daughter, Madge, performed by Katrina Odom, will receive a proposal from the local millionaire's son, Alan, performed by Logan Hockenberry. The smart young sister, Millie, performed by Jennifer Wong, decides to leave the small town behind, while the good-natured Miss Potts, performed by Addie Conrad, is ready to be relieved from taking care of her mother. The cheerful Rosemary Sidney, performed by Jeannie Qualls, keeps her boyfriend at arm's length. While all seems to be going well in this feminine environment, it all is disrupted in 24 hours by a young, charming drifter that comes to town.
Thank you, Emma. Every time I go to a picnic, something stings me and I end up in urgent care.
Cowley trains students to enter the medical professions through our Health and Human Services Department. On Wednesday, October 2nd, Cowley College hosted Health and Human Services Day. I was there to check it out. Cowley College parking lot was filled with firefighters, paramedics, police, military, stylists, and SWAT on October 2nd. The Health and Human Services Department had its day here on main campus. Over 300 students looking to pursue careers in any of these areas came to explore and learn more about them. There were demonstrations on how to properly put out fires, save lives, and even braid hair. For more information, contact Department Chair Chris Cannon at chris.cannon@cowley.edu. My favorite thing at the event was the ruby red fire truck. What is your favorite red thing?
Why, little red shoes, of course. There's no place like home.
Which is the theme for the 88th Annual Ourkilala Festival. So here is Tasia Washington for a peek behind the curtain.
I'm not sure what's behind the curtain, but I sat down with former Queen and current Cowley College Ourkilala Committee Chair Shannon O'Toole and got to learn about Ark City's Fall Festival.
This year we will be crowning the 88th Queen Ourkilala. So this is a tradition that's been going on as part of our festival for 88 years. And the festival began as a way to deter young children from acting out at Halloween time. And so some of the founders decided that Ourkilala Festival would occupy the children of our community in a positive way. And of course, once they started meeting, they were like, of course we need a queen for our festival. And Ourkilala is the biggest homecoming that our town can have.
It wouldn't be a homecoming without a queen court, and I caught up with this year's candidates.
One quote that I live by is, "Walk by faith and lead with love." And this is one of my favorite quotes because I grew up in the church and I believe faith is something that's really important. And I also believe that you should love everyone and treat everyone equally.
Okay, the quote I live by is, "If you ain't first, you're last," quoted by Ricky Bobby from the movie Talladega Nights. And I live by this quote because you always got to strive to be number one. You got to have confidence in everything you do.
A quote that I like to live by would be, "Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain," by Vivian Green. I like to live by this quote because it's saying to embrace the bad times too. The bad times embrace who you are as a person, just as well as the good times. I have this quote actually hanging in my dorm room, so I get reminded of it a lot. I actually have been a dancer my whole life too, so that's why it means a lot to me.
My quote that I tend to live by or remember is, "Don't do anything for any reason to anyone whatsoever," and that is by Michael Scott from The Office. Why that quote means so much to me is because it doesn't make sense, and it can apply to pretty much anything.
My quote is, "You are enough." I say this a lot just because I have a hard time with comparing myself to people, so knowing that I'm enough is important to me.
Being Queen Ourkilala would mean a lot to me because my dad was on the Ourkilala Executive Committee, and growing up that allowed me to see many different aspects of Ourkilala, and being Queen Ourkilala just gives me a new aspect to look at and allows me to meet so many new people.
Being Queen Ourkilala would be a real honor because my mom was the queen of 95, and I feel like to be a queen, it means that you're respectful, you work hard, you're a good leader. People really look up to you, you're a role model, and so being Queen Ourkilala would be a true honor.
Being Queen Ourkilala has been a big dream of mine since I won Little Miss Ourkilala whenever I was about 4 years old. It kind of shows a lot of leadership around campus, and that's a big deal to me. So,
Being Queen Ourkilala is a time just to be a part of the community and have fun with the people of Ark City. In Ourkilala, it means to good times and just to have a good time.
So being Queen Ourkilala would be an honor. It just goes off my extension of my involvement here on campus, just to see Ourkilala from a different perspective and see the community in a whole new way.
Join us for the 88th Annual Ourkilala Fall Festival in downtown Ark City, October 23rd through the 26th. This is going to be my first time, and I can't wait to go. What's your favorite Ourkilala memory?
I've never gone to Ourkilala. I'm looking forward to trying the alligator, cheesecake on a stick, piccolos, chicken noodle soup, deep fried Oreos, Indian bread.
Abu's having a religious experience here. Reverb and Fellowship of Christian Athletes, FCA, held an event on campus. See you at the poll.
The event was moved due to the rain. Cowley has the latest upcoming club for FCA.
Reverb, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, is a campus ministry focused on community by engaging, equipping, and empowering students to unite, inspire, and be bold. FCA encourages them to be stewards of their faith and build relationships. The club meets every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. in the jungle. They eat supper, have a biblical challenge, and play games. This group is open to anyone. The sponsors are Janet and Lucas Davidson and Sarah and Brandon Gillings. FCA has had 2 events this fall. See You at the Pole, September 25th, and Fields of Faith, October 9th, on the Ark City campus. Both were moved indoors because of the weather. Janet said, "We have an awesome group of students this year." She called them bold and said she is excited to see their developing passion for the Lord. If you are interested in joining FCA, contact Janet Davidson at janet.davidson@cowley.edu. Or if you have any prayer requests, send them to Janet Davidson.
I'm involved in Media Club and thinking about Art Club too. I even played sports in high school.
Andrew Burgos has an update on sports for us.
Thanks, Mike. Winter sports are about to kick off. I caught up with some of our Cowley coaches to see what their expectations are for this season.
Our ladies team will probably be pretty good again. Our men's team, we really tried to recruit some hitters.
We're real excited going into the new season. We had a great recruiting class coupled with a really strong group of returners.
Coach Todd Clark, the head women's basketball coach for the Cowley Tigers, says his expectations are to win and to be very competitive in this very tough league.
Got a lot of new guys, which is pretty normal in junior college, but they were recruited by us to play a certain style of play, which is going to be a little bit different than we have in the past few years. So I look for us to compete for a region title.
On the ladies, we've won the conference indoor 3 years in a row, and we want to continue that. And the guys, we keep losing to Coffeyville, and we want to try to beat them in the conference.
We want to win the conference for sure. I mean, we want to start with winning the conference. That puts us in a good spot for our seeds at regional. Will be tough for our region, but we want to make sure we establish ourselves as a contender and a team that will be competing with them all the way to the end.
Some of the goals for the Lady Tigers are to win league, win regionals, and to be competitive in the national tournament.
The thing you always do is you want to win a conference title first. That puts you in a good situation for the region tournament. Little goals that we always set is try like crazy to go undefeated at home. Try to create an environment here on the home games where it's loud and it's a fun place to be.
Michael Vaught is coming back and did his work, and we're really hoping he has a good year. On the ladies' side, Sasha Alonso is back and doing a great job.
Well, Garrett Lang is probably our top returner. I mean, being a return All-American, providing some experience with the team and how things have gone. Bringing in Otis is a huge plus for us. Kamira Western, he's going to be a big leader for our program, and Liam Corbett as well is going to provide us a lot of stability in the middleweights there. We also have Blake Hickerson, who has national tournament experience, that I also think if we decide to have him wrestle this year, he could be a factor as well.
The Lady Tigers team is young, but Coach believes since they've been practicing very hard, they will be very strong as a team.
I always go with my sophomores, probably pretty much to start off, and we have 2 returning all-conference and all-region players. Julius Nwosu is probably one of the most talented players in the conference, and he'll be a highly recruited high Division I player.
I'm excited to get everybody on the mat. I mean, we've been going through preseason. We have about another month in the room. The chemistry with the team has gone really well. The guys are working really hard. I just want to see them go out there and compete. We're looking forward to those first couple tournaments, just kind of seeing what happens when we get these guys on the mat together.
Coach Clark says he's excited to see how much this team improves throughout the season, and also that is very crucial for this season.
I'm excited we've made some real changes, and that's kind of hard to do as a coach. You get stuck in your ways, and we're changing not our philosophy at all, but our style of play.
We can't wait to see what happens this season, and go Tigers! Now on to Trevor to talk about a different type of sports. The type of sports where you can grab some buddies and play.
Thank you, Andrew. Do you miss being on a team? Been a minute since you've shed them blood, sweat, and tears? Well, you're in luck. It's intramural season. Sign up and join a sports team of your choosing with intramural basketball, badminton, dodgeball, soccer, kickball, and more. More of a gamer? Sign up for our esports and become a master of the controller in FIFA tournaments, NBA 2K tournaments, and more. And we all know how to play table pong. You can try running the table in our water pong tournament, November 5th. Come in and join the squad and get back to those good old days of competitive winning. Questions, comments, concerns, go to cowley.edu/intramural or contact my man Ian on email at intramurals@cowley.edu.
The Foundation Scholarship Reception, Tuesday, September 24th, in the Right Room. Daryl Gaines has that story.
That's right, Mike. This year, the Foundation awarded 144 scholarships, which is a 25% increase over the last year. And according to Scholarships Coordinator Lisa Gross, that equates to about $60,000. I attended the scholarship reception and had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Riddle about the benefits of these scholarships.
The Cowley College Foundation began in 1982, and it was designed to help students further their education by reducing their debt, but also making it more financially feasible for them to attend school. Of course, now it's been ongoing for almost 40 years. The number of foundation endowed scholarships has now exceeded 200, and it continues to grow each and every year as individuals find a passion to invest into the students' lives.
John Sturd, the Foundation Vice President, took a moment to thank those donors who had made a financial contribution towards student success through Foundation scholarships.
This event is something we started a few years ago to give scholarship donors and recipients the opportunity to get together and meet one another. If you're here this evening as a scholarship donor, the Foundation thanks you for your continued support of our mission. Without your generosity, we would not be here this evening. If you're here this evening as a scholarship recipient, it's our hope that you will take time to get to know the donors who made your scholarship possible.
On behalf of all of Cowley College students who received the foundation scholarship, let me say thank you.
Speaking of community members, I've noticed quite a few older people around campus.
Those are the Golden Tigers. I have all the details on this program. The Golden Tigers have all sorts of fun activities to do to keep them active. This month, students can stay busy and get their dose of scare at the Labyrinth of Terror in Winfield. The Labyrinth of Terror is open from October 17th through November 3rd and is being held at the Winfield Fairgrounds. With this year's theme being Cannibal Clowns, Fear of the Dark, and yet to be known 3D effect, this year's haunt is bound to make you scream.
Yes, many members of the clubs are working on the event to earn service learning hours and funds for their clubs.
So you're saying there will be plenty of clowns college students?
On that note, thanks for watching. Please share us on social media.
If you have stories you'd like us to cover, please contact us at editor@cowley.edu.
Or hit us up on Facebook, Cowley Press. Tigers out.
Oh, hey! On October 18th, your nationally ranked Cowley Tigers will be hosting their annual Dig Pink event. They ask everyone in attendance to please wear pink. If you'd like to order a shirt, shirts are only $15. If you have any further questions, please contact Coach Grimm.